Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the Motorsport Manager 2 mobile career mode. And last time out was really good. We go to the standings, you can see here we're a little bit off the pace in the team standings, 7 points off Garuda right now, but in the driver standings Rafael Rodriguez took the lead of the championship with Milton right down there in P5, but not much of a gap. I think the drivers championship is definitely between the top 3 of us there. Bit of a gap to Johnston Deere in P4, then it's a close battle down. Even like Baltang could possibly get P5 in this championship. So very close in the mid to top pack at the standings right now. But our car's looking pretty good. Next year's car's looking pretty good. But we don't have much money to play with right now. You can see we're down to 700k. So I think we're going to get into this next race quite quickly here. Unless we've got a build partner, not this time. I'm not sure what the next Grand Prix. Ardennes. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. I don't think, I played this game as I said quite a bit, but I'm not actually sure that I'm very good at Ardennes. So 4th and above, hopefully we'll get that still, but it's going to be a tough one. I think this might be the biggest challenge yet. Okay, so let's decide what we want to do here today. So it's going to start raining a little bit, but not that much. We should be okay on these tyres. So doesn't really let us know. I mean, you can't really look at the rain there, but oh yeah, so high amount of corners and high time at full throttle. So I think cornering and neutral, and then with we should try something different, acceleration and neutral like that. See which one comes out on top. As we said, they're pretty similar, and we know that Milton comes out like really close to Rodriguez, that was the better setup. So we'll see. It's starting to rain, 6 minutes until it goes dry. A couple of people are going out on intermediate tyres, but I mean, it's going to go back to dry, so there's not much point. But this lap time here might not be too good. We're going to be quite slow actually on this lap right now. Balchamp looks like he's got a pretty decent setup here. Rodriguez looking pretty good. Last sector, what's it going to... Oh! Wow! That last sector from Rodriguez was absolutely insane. But saying that, people are catching up, and people on Inters are overtaking us now. But still, that was a great lap in wet conditions. So this, by the look at the weather, it's coming to rain again in about 5 to 4 minutes time. This is probably the only chance we're going to have of a dry time here. Let's see what we can do. First sector, purple sector is being set absolutely everywhere. So I think we're going to go to the top with Rodriguez, but surely someone's going to take back off us. I mean, there's purple sectors flying everywhere. Milton goes P8, but surprisingly, Rodriguez goes and puts it on pole. But then Nick Chu in our Dragon, which is normally like a bottom 5 cars, gone and thrown it up there in P3. So this is a mixed up grid so far, but it's going to start raining again, so I think we're actually good. I mean, yeah, it's going to start raining, so I'd say that's the session over with. There's not much point really going back out, because unless someone does something crazy on some intermediate tyres, surely no one's going to beat that lap time. It's really thrown up. Look, Jahar's P19, that is big for the championship, very far down. Cavalcanti's a little bit far down in comparison to where he's been recently. Very interesting. Pole position for Rodriguez. Great stuff. But Milton, nearly 2 seconds off. That's not very good. So, race day here in Belgium. Good that we got that pole position, but it's going to be a very tough race here today because people are going to be charging through the pack. And I don't think that qualifying is representative at all of how our pace is. I think we're a lot closer to that mid-pack than we actually thought. But let's see what we do today. Let's split the strategy up a little bit. Let's swap over the tyres with Milton here. She can go on the soft rubber to start off this race. Right, so okay, other people chose the soft and medium options as well. The medium option runners could go to the end. Jahar possibly trying that, but it is going to be a dry race throughout. So Rodriguez with a terrible start there. What's happened to him? Milton slow as well. Wow, okay, both of these guys have had terrible starts. Jahar's, well, was down in last place for a second there. Wow, okay, that's totally not the start I expected. Rodriguez down to P10 was that for a second. Milton onto the podium positions. Currently ahead of Beauchamp though, which is great. But a very mixed up order right now. Tang and Jahar. And, well, you know, Jahar's actually making up some positions now. But he's losing so much time battling with these guys. I mean, we're looking in a pretty good position. Rodriguez sets the fast lap of the race. Starting to come back on a, you know, a bit of a charge through the field. But it was a terrible first lap from him there. I think we're just going to have to keep pushing him, but actually no, we can't, because look, his car condition is not looking good one bit. It's going to struggle to get near the end, but Milton in the lead this race, I'm just going to keep pushing her because she's doing a good job, and hopefully, I don't know, it's weird, her being at the front on these soft tyres is going to really change up the strategy here. It's going to be a dry race throughout. This will be really interesting to see how this works. Oh, Milton's down to P3, Beauchamp and Johnston here battling away here. DOHA's only up to P13 now, 9 seconds off the lead. He's working his way through, but he is losing quite a bit of time being stuck in the midfield. So I think, I've just paused it right now, I'm going to pit Rodriguez this lap to make sure he doesn't hit the cliff. We'll go on to the soft tyres here to the end of the race. We could go on the mediums and push, but it's just not worth it because Rodriguez is only 30% here with 8 laps remaining. Milton, though, probably can push this lap 20, actually no, I'd say 15% I think the cliff would be. And we'll put her onto the super soft tyres here. So we'll switch around the strategies, basically. DOHA's up to P5 right now, but still 7 seconds off Milton. So, yeah, Rodriguez should come out clearly ahead of these guys. Milton's in pit lane, onto the super soft tyres. Rodriguez going to go past. Good stuff. Right, we'll just leave them both on neutral for the rest of this race here. Actually, surprisingly, we're saving a bit of fuel here today. You can see we are actually... Oh, this is not too good. Rodriguez down to 25% with half the race remaining. But good to see, actually. Both drivers doing pretty good here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So we're in a bit of a panic stations right now, unfortunately. Rodriguez really struggling. Oh, Milton's crashed. Is that going to be a safety car? Wow, this is crazy. 7% on Rodriguez's car. You feel that this is a potential double retirement right here. I don't know what to do. If I pit, I'm definitely going to lose a lot of points. So I think I'm just going to brave it out right now and hopefully pick up this position. I'm hopefully going to get past Gerard. Beauchamp looks like he's going to win this race. But still, I can't really push here. We're really... No way. I risked it. A double retirement. That hardly ever happens. That is so rare to get a double retirement, but that's me just trying to push the limits there. After one person retired, I was like, if I pit the other, I'm going to finish like P15. I mean, we're going to get like 3 points or something silly, but wow. Double retirement. That is massive for the championship. Oh, Johnston is taking the lead. Johnston has won the race, but DOHA up to P7. Oh dear. That is not good for the championship one bit. We pushed it to the limit. And wow. It's fallen right back in our faces here. Like 40 odd points behind Garuda. This is going to be a tough task on our hands right now, lads. Okay then, lads. We've got Guildford right up next. 6th or above. It's... well, it's not looking too good. That was actually quite good. Well, actually, it's really good. It's nearly 1 million if we pull it off. But first place, I feel... I'll tell you what, I'm going to... probably shouldn't have done that, actually, now I think about that. Probably very unlikely we're going to get pole position, but I feel like we've got a good chance of the race. Touch wood, that doesn't jinx it. But this is going to be an interesting one. 4 rounds to go to make up 40 points. So we basically know... Well, it's just over 40 points. So we know to win the championship, we need to make up 11 points per round on the other team, which is going to be tough. So... I'll get back to you guys once we've sorted out quality setups, all that sort of thing, but so far, a little bit worrying. First lap from Rodriguez wasn't too shabby, P4, ahead of the other 2 people we're competing with in this championship, but this lap doesn't look too good. No, not good whatsoever. Milton up to P12, still not that good. Slightly worrying here. Do I risk it going tight corners? I don't think so. I want to leave it there. I'm going to put Milton on neutral, because, of course, the race setup is the one we need to make sure is perfect. Of course, like 15 or so laps. You need to make sure that one's right. No rain in this session. It looks like it's just going to get sunny. Right, Rodriguez going on to a lap. Slow in the first sector. Slow in the second sector. Rodriguez not really proving much good here. Another bad lap. Milton through the last corner. Just not worked out for a not a very good lap either. Rodriguez, I think I'm going to have to switch it up here. I'm going to go tight corners. I'm going to risk it. Might as well. There's not much I can do right now. I mean, unless we go acceleration and straights, very counterproductive. Right, tight corners and neutrals are the best lap. Okay, interesting. I like that it tells you what the best lap was, otherwise I'll be a little bit lost, I'm not going to lie. I'll be like, Damn, what was that good setup I had? That would be really frustrating to forget. Rodriguez 9 thousandths off in the first sector. Second sector, it's green as well, but I'm not focusing on him. Rodriguez up to P2, 5 thousandths off. Milton's going to go across the line to P9. Good stuff. Okay. Better. Much better. But still, we needed to get pole for that sponsor objective. 5 thousandths off. So it really is crunch time in this championship, and the way the points are, you know, laid out, it's going to be very, very tough. We basically need to get 1-2 in pretty much the rest of these races. So it is going to be a tough task. It's going to be a tough task. How many laps is this race? 16 laps. So you're going to have to do a couple of pit stops. We'll do the split strategy once again. We don't know about rain actually, do we? It doesn't tell you the rain until you get to the race. So we'll see. We'll split the strategies and hopefully it all works out. Jahar starting on the medium tyres as well as us as well. Looks like it's going to be a dry race. Right, sorry, I should set this before the race. I know it's annoying. Right, 2 times speed. Right, we know we don't have great reliability, so I can only push for a little bit of time here. It will work itself out. Generally, the fastest car comes to the fore. So you just need to make sure we don't do anything too silly in these first couple of laps because, well, there we go. Rodriguez into the lead of this race. Then, that's when we know, put him into neutral. And hopefully he can still keep in the head of the race. I really haven't been saying much, guys. I've just been focused on this because Milton is losing positions hand over fist, and Johnston is really putting the pressure on Rodriguez here. Right up behind him, we couldn't even see them, but like inside each other. Right, people are starting to pit. Do we pit Rodriguez this lap or do we edge out another lap? I think we've done a pretty good job on those soft tyres. We've edged them out to 8 laps actually, so fair play to him. He's done a good job. Let's pit him in. Go over to another set of tyres, and away he goes. Unfortunately, comes out behind both. That is a bit annoying, to be fair. Right behind the Garuda cars. Garuda of Beauchamp winning this race right now. Right, we're going to pit in this lap with Milton. Of course, go onto the soft tyres. It's like, I don't want to push with Rodriguez. He's pretty much got the victory, unless he does anything silly right now. Right into the pit lane. Out of the pit lane. Let's see where we come out with Milton. Right, we're going to have to push her because she is struggling right now. So we know we're the benchmark on the tyres. I mean, why is Rodriguez pushing? Rodriguez's tyres are going down like crazy. Rodriguez's tyres are going down mad. Wait a second. Okay, luckily we've got like a 5-second gap on Johnston, so we can back up. But still, his tyres are going down like crazy in comparison to what they used to be. Right, Milton got the fastest lap. Jahar's down in P16, which is an interesting approach. 3 laps remaining. Johnston is coming closer. We just need to make sure when that gap comes within 2 seconds, we'll have to put Rodriguez back. Right, we're going to go back into neutral there. Absolutely throwing it all out there with Milton. Right, go back into neutral. 15% with Rodriguez. Oh, wait, somebody pitted. Wait, you can just go. You can go into just conservation mode like crazy. He's got 12 seconds now. Right, last lap of this race. Jahar's currently P14. We're going to lose a couple of points. Right, we might as well just push it all out there. Go crazy to try and get past. It's not going to work, is it? P4? No! P6 on the line! Johnston got us right on the edge. That is gutting. Jahar made his way up to P12. Quick math means that's going to be what, maybe like 5 points we gained on them. Good, but not enough. Good, but not enough. Another victory. I suppose we should be excited about that. Beauchamp comes home in P2 though. The annoying point strategy system in this series is really not making me too excited. 37 points between us. Whew. These last 3 rounds are going to be mad. We really need to go crazy with this. So I think, guys, we've got to throw it all out there. 878k is going to put us into the negatives, but I want to get this front wing. We're going to have to run it tight to win this championship. Which way do we go? Especially put it on hers car. I don't know. We've definitely got the best front wings on the field, but it's like one of them is very unreliable. It's tough looking at that. It's tough looking at that. But now we're 400k down the drain. We're going to have to make sure we... Okay. What? Fire him? Race day performance, we can't be dealing with that. Where's his? Oh, I don't know. What do we do? We fire him and... Well, we're going to have to get someone else. Anyone decent? This guy? This is a girl, sorry. Signing on fee's going to cost us a little bit. Damn. Right, okay. That's through the cat amongst the pigeon. This is going to be a really tough end now. We really need to make sure we get into the positives. We can't go bankrupt. So luckily, a lovely sponsor came around exactly the right point, and we managed to go back into the positives, but a pretty damn negative race outcome right now of 727,000. If we use this Ambrosia sponsor, we should just go positive, but we need to make sure we get, was that 7th or above, 6th or above? It's hopefully achievable, at least with one of our cars. So what's up next? It's DOHA. Oh no, 3 races to go. Oh, there's so much pressure on, lads. First laps, well, they were a bit worse than expected. Let's see what we can do on these next laps here. Well, Rodriguez has set a really good first sector, but he's actually stuck in traffic now. But it's half a second up. Across the line, just impede. Baotang! Oh my goodness, wait a second. You guys know who he is. Baotang, the absolute beast of a pay driver from the PC career mode at Dragon Racing, has gone and stuck it on pole position. What's his life right now? Right, let's send them quickly both out. Hopefully they get another run in. It's quite a long lap. Luckily you do skip a bit of the start of the lap through the pit lane. An interesting little... Well, actually, you don't actually lose that much time through going to the pits here. That is definitely a big thing to think about. DOHA's gone fastest in the first sector. Right, you two need to... Okay, Milton can't. Rodriguez needs to nail this lap, but he's white and not very quick in the first sector. And really slow in the second sector. And up to the start-finish line, it's only going to be P4 for Rodriguez. Beauchamp, 9th, 3rd place for DOHA. Right, okay. Good, we got 6th or above, which is exactly what we needed to make sure that we get that money to keep us not going bankrupt. Baotang on pole though, like honestly, where's his teammate? He is on pole and Nick Chu is in 18th. Wow. Okay then, right. As we remember, short pit lane here, so you can afford to do more pit stops if you'd like. Whew, okay. I'm going to go with soft on both cars here and attack right away. And the same with you, sir. There we go. Good stuff. Right, let's go. This is a big, big race for the championship. Cannot afford to lose any points whatsoever to them. Right, lights are out and away we go. Straight away Milton into the lead. Tang's got him back though. Milton down to P4. Right, it's a big old squabble here. Need to make sure whoever gets out, who's actually got the more reliability. So Milton. But Rodriguez has got himself up the order a little bit here. Up to P2 and Milton's in P9. What's happened there? DOHA's down to P8. Beauchamp's 13th. Garuda, by the look of it, don't suit this track so well. Rodriguez leading this race now. That's good. Right, he can conserve because he's only got 61% car condition. But then she's down to 59 as well. Gonna have to do a bit of conserving. Baotang stuck it on pole, but he's not very quick in this race. And Garuda are struggling. P10 and P13 right now. Rodriguez sets the fastest lap of the race, but now Cavalcanti's into P2 and starting to put the pressure on. Through the twistier parts of the track, looks like Cavalcanti can't quite hang it, but down the main straight, Cavalcanti is quicker. Right, Milton just needs to stay ahead of those Garuda cars, and they're in 11th and 12th right now. She's doing a good job, but she's going to have to pit this lap. P14, sorry, 14 laps could get us to the end, but it's a short pit lane, so I think the idea is to pit twice. Just to make sure, I think the best idea is to pit twice, and you get the advantage of those softer tyres. DOHA's 13th, Beauchamp 11th. It's switching around all the time. Right, same thing here. Rodriguez, I'm going to send you out to soft tyres. Switch up the strategy a little bit. So the soft tyres will hit the cliff about 10%, I think. Milton setting up purple first sector. Oh, she pitted. That is the strange turn of events at this track. Rodriguez into pit lane. And away he goes. He's come out in P2. Milton's at the fastest lap of the race just through coming in and putting new tyres on. Really good stuff. Beauchamp looks like he's going to try and do a one-stop race. So that sort of brought him back into contention, actually, to be fair. He's done a good job with that. But DOHA's down in P18, probably going to the end of the race as well. So I'm sort of thinking right now, should I back off Milton to try and get to the end of the race or what? Rodriguez, though, should get through into the lead of the race. Yes, he has. I keep forgetting it's a short pit lane here at DOHA. So to be fair, we're actually in a pretty good position right now. Just keep believing, lads. Keep believing. You gain a lot of time on pit exit. So my idea is to pit Rodriguez this lap. We'll throw him onto the medium compound tyres, 32%. That should be enough, but it is still tough considering we haven't really pushed at all in this race. To lose that much time is quite worrying. I'll tell you what, I think the biggest worry in our hands right now is Cavalcanti on those hard tyres, who's inevitably going to take the lead this race. But let's see, out the pit lane. Actually, we might just... No, we haven't. Very close, very close. Right, we're going to pit Milton in here. We're going to put her onto the soft tyres. Right, this is going to really switch it up. Rodriguez should get the lead this race back. A double overtake there on Valdez and Cavalcanti to put himself into the lead once again. He's in a solid position here. 32% car condition. Right, Milton coming to the pit lane. Where are our contenders? DOHA is P7. Beauchamp's P4. Got out ahead of DOHA though. Right, so with these soft tyres, should do a good job. Should be able to get some overtaking in here. Could even get onto the podium. Just definitely needs to finish ahead of Beauchamp. That is the key. That is the key right now. So Milton's into P3, but we're really worried about Rodriguez's car condition right now. It's 14%. I feel like if that drops down to another, like, say, 6%, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do if that happens. It's so close to the end. 3 laps to go. I'm hoping there's enough in it. Milton... No way. No way. He just retired out of nowhere. You just... I'm going to pit Milton as well, because what's happened to her tyres? She's absolutely destroyed her tyres. Oh, the race has gone absolutely up in smoke. And she's on 12% as well. This has really gone downhill quick. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't like to say it's over, but last lap of this race, Milton's going to, at best, pick up P5, but still could retire. A couple of corners to go. Beauchamp's going to pick up P2, and you feel that is such tough luck. We've had such bad luck with reliability. It's so random. It's so random. The condition going down. We probably... I know people are going to have a go at me. It's like, you should be doing well, mate. But honestly, I've played through the first season of ERS like 3 or 4 times, and I've won it each time. I can't believe when it's coming to the pressure of recording it, it's actually all going up in smoke. And look, Eastwood are even ahead of us now. They've only got 1 podium, and they're ahead of us. That is what you call embarrassing. I just don't know what to say, lads. I'm really, really annoyed, because if we got that win, I would honestly say we'd probably still be in the shout. But you know, say take 25 points, add it to that, you know, subtract what they would have got, you know, what they would have had less. It's like it's all gone wrong basically in that race. I mean, I don't know what to say. Very, very gutting. I mean, let's have a look at the other tiers right now to make our spirits a bit improved. I mean, look at that. Bauspracher have won every single race in APS right now. And WMC, Rossini just ahead of Steinman. But I'm just so gutted. I'm really, really annoyed. I just want to apologise, because at the end of the day, I feel like I should have been doing much better. But the parts we've been getting just haven't been that good. We've got a very unreliable car. I feel like I played through this quite a few times, and this is probably the most unreliable car I've had. But at the end of the day, it comes down to me. I made some pretty bad decisions throughout this season so far, but it's tough. I can't really go out and spend loads of money, even though I'd love to, because I think the championship's pretty much over. But nonetheless, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do want to continue watching the series, it'll be back tomorrow, so don't worry. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for the season finale. Can we claw this big gap back? It's going to be incredibly tough.